Hi, I'm Nikki and I am a homemaker. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps your girl out a lot and I would surely appreciate it. So today I'm going to be making a spaghetti squash, trying to keep it a little low carb, you know, and I put some mozzarella cheese in it, some pepperoni, some spaghetti sauce. This is a real simple meal to make and it doesn't even dirty a lot of dishes. You eat out of the spaghetti bowl and all you need to do is pop it in the oven. So I hope you stick around, watch the video, and I hope it inspires you to make it or make something along the lines with spaghetti squash. It is really delicious, you guys. Enjoy the video. And I want to mention that this fed a family of 4. Okay, so I have me here a very big yellow squash. I'm gonna do my best to cut it perfectly in the middle, which I know I'm gonna mess up because I always do. This one's bigger than usual though. Okay, so I'm gonna mark it right here. Okay. Well, maybe if I can push down. Oh, look. Okay, this one wasn't as hard. Usually these are really, really hard. Okay, and then you're just gonna gut them out. Kind of like carving a pumpkin. Smells like it too. And you can roast the seeds, but I'm not gonna do that.
Are you making that spaghetti?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna carve these out. Okay, so once you get them all gutted out, make sure that your oven is already preheating at 350 degrees. Then you want to get a pan that goes in the oven, of course. And you want to make sure that both of these are going to fit. I don't have a big pan right now, the pans that I always use. So we're going to see if this will fit. Vamos a ver. Let me see. Perfect. Okay, so if you're wondering how much, it's a little tight, but it'll work. If you're wondering how much water to put in there, I do to where it's going to be almost halfway to the squash. So depending what size tray you have and how big of the round squash that you have, it's going to determine that. So there's no like specific 1 cup, 2 cup measurement. So as you can see, this is how high I have it. That is how high I have these big monsters. And my sister-in-law does it halfway. Whatever, you know, whatever's gonna work for you. So I'm gonna put these in the oven at 350 degrees for 40 minutes because I want it to be not mushy, but not too hard. You gotta go by whatever texture you're looking for. Some people like really soft noodles. Some people like tougher noodles. I don't know. I'll show you when they're out, and then I'll see if I can get a word that I'm looking for here on the texture that I'm looking for. So 40 minutes. See you in a bit. I took them out of the oven about 10 minutes ago because they come out steaming hot, and I can feel it's soft. Look at this. I can put my finger through it. I can poke a hole in here. Okay, I'm gonna take them out with some tongs because that water is really hot and they've been sitting here for 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. And I actually had it in the oven for 50 minutes because we got busy doing something else and I didn't hear the alarm. See that steam? Oh yeah. Now I want to show you the texture of this so you can kind of get the idea of what 50 minutes looks like with it sitting in the pan steaming for an additional 10 to 15 minutes. So when you're peeling it, it's just going to start unraveling. It's still really hot, so be careful. And to me it feels like, what does this feel like, Helen? I can't get the... I don't know how to explain it. She's eating it. Is it soft? Like it feels tough, but when you bite it, is it hard?
Mm-mm.
Okay, it's soft already. It's gonna feel a little rough, but when you eat it, it's not rough. Give it a try so you can know what it is, what texture, and how soft you're gonna want it. So when you peel it and you're ready just to peel it, no, scrape it. Start scraping it down. You can just start scraping towards you can just start scraping towards the edges, bringing it down. Some people like to do the whole twirl and twirl and twirl and twirl thing, turning it and turning it. I just like to scrape it. It's still hot. Let me use tongs to hold it because it is a little hot. There you go. Just gonna scrape and scrape and scrape, and look at this. And this is actually really a satisfying sound. Let's see if we can get closer and pick up on this. Oops.
No, that's not satisfying.
Here, let's try this. I like it when I hear it. You don't like that?
Yeah, but the Volgo was.
I like it. Okay, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a bowl. You, of course, do not have to do this part, but get your tongs. And this isn't, I mean, I don't know. You can call it like a healthy, you know, low-carb recipe. This will probably be like a good keto meal. But we're not making the spaghetti sauce homemade. I usually do that. And I don't even think I have a recipe on homemade spaghetti on here. The spaghetti sauce. Oh, except for the one that I did from Views on the Road. And that one's really good. You can get so much from this, and this can feed 2 people. Just one of these little halves, because you get so much from it. You get to enjoy pasta without all that guilt of carbs, and if you have a sugar problem, this will not raise your blood sugar the way, you know how pasta does. Use whatever sauce that you like. It can be, I don't know, your choice. If you want to look for less sugar, they have some that are lower in sugar in like the healthy areas. So here's what I'm going to do. Get your sauce you're going to use, and we are going to use mozzarella cheese as well. And pepperoni. They didn't have the turkey ones. I always buy the turkey pepperoni. I'm going to put sauce in here. I'm not going to warm it up yet because you're going to see. Hold on. Don't come at me yet. You're like, what is she doing putting cold sauce in there? I'm going to just mix it around. See, this makes so much. Now I'm going to do about a handful of mozzarella, handful of cheese. Spread it all in there. Let's do another just to make sure it's getting all in there. Then I'm going to throw some pepperonis. Mix that in there, and you can go by the serving size if you want, if you're counting your calories, carbs, and all of that. Nobody's doing that here. So now I'm going to put this back in here. So I'm going to put a little bit of mozzarella in there. Un poquito de marinara. And I did that because as he's eating it, and like, you know how you scrape to get to the bottom, that way he'll have some cheese and sauce. Throw some pepperonis in there. Okay, top it off. Okay, and the pan that I had this in originally, I'm going to put it back in there, and we're going to move on to the next one. I decided to do it this way by putting the spaghetti noodles in that bowl right there, like you just seen me do. You don't have to do it like that if you don't want to dirty that much dishes, which it's just one extra bowl. But you can actually put the sauce, cheese, and pepperoni in there while the noodles are just in there. I just wanted it layered so that we can get flavor in each bite. But you can do it, you can keep it in there if you want to. At this point, the squash skin is already like really soft, and you can actually dig a hole through it if you're not careful. Make sure that your oven is on at 350 because we're going to pop these babies back in the oven here in just a bit. And I'm going to go ahead and put this in the pan. Look how much it shrunk. Remember how tight they were earlier? And I'm just going to repeat the process. You don't have to do it as messy as I do. I know I'm very messy. Did you just record
after
that?
you said that, yep.
I just wanted to prove to y'all that I'm not a liar when I say I'm messy. Okay. This doesn't have to be this messy. It's not really this serious. I don't know what my issues are. Okay. All right. Throw some pepperoni in there. Okay. Top it off one more. I decided to keep it simple by only adding pepperoni, the sauce, and mozzarella cheese. If you want to add anything else like bell pepper, onion, spinach, basil, mushrooms, whatever, this is the time to do it because we're about to pop it back in the oven so it can be ready to be eaten and enjoyed. Alrighty, the oven is preheated still at 350 degrees. So I'm going to put it in there just long enough for everything to melt. So I'm thinking about 10 minutes. Let's see how it looks in 10 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes later, depending how cheesy, melty you want it, it's ready. You guys, this is not supposed to be a messy recipe. As you can see, we only dirtied this pan, a fork, and some tongs, and a bowl. But you don't even have to do the bowl part. You could have just done it in the squash bowl. But anyways, this was not supposed to be a messy recipe. If I made it look messy, I'm so sorry for that. I'm just a messy girl. Okay, let me get y'all a good angle because I listened to y'all. Y'all said for me to get a good angle of spaghetti. Now this isn't going to be long spaghetti, so I don't know if I can do the twirl that some of you suggested. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Got everything in it, and let me try to turn it. Yeah, see, these are little. There's not going to be like a long noodles. But this is it. This is delicious. If you want to eat it with some garlic bread, totally up to you. But if you want to keep it low carb and watch whatever you're putting in there, then like this is just fine. Like I said, if you have blood sugar problems, this is going to be great for you. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next one.